Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Barbara and I'm going to be leading you through today's 30-minute She School balance flow. So we're going to get started here in a child's pose. So the knees are wide, hips to the heels. Go ahead and crawl those hands out in front of you, resting your forehead gently onto the mat as we start to bring the awareness inward. And the theme for today is balance. So we'll be moving through a variety of balancing postures, physically balancing within the body. And that's all supported by the balance of the breath. So right now, just using these opening moments to set the foundation for your class. Nice even inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. And invite that breath to start to deepen. So on the inhale, breathing down into the belly, into the lower back, and even into those hips. And then on the exhale, just allowing that breath, that energy to streamline back out through the nose. And trying to maintain this even breathing throughout class. Using it to calm the mind and steady the body. We'll take a big inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, exhale. Just letting it go. From here, go ahead and push yourself into a tabletop, all fours position, shoulders stacked above the wrists, the hips are above the knees. We'll go ahead and we'll tuck those toes and press it back into a downward facing dog. So your first down dog of the practice, feel free to pedal out the feet here, shifting the weight from side to side, just taking your dog on a little walk. You start to open and warm up through the body. On an inhale, shift forward to a plank, upper push-up position, balancing on the back toes and on those front hands. The shoulders roll down the back, energizing out through the crown of the head and out through the heels. Go ahead and we'll drop the knees to the mat. We'll go for a couple rounds of cat-cow. So on an inhale, belly drops, chin, chest, and tailbone lift. And exhale, curl and round the spine, looking up at your navel. Inhale, belly drops, shoulders roll down the back, the heart shines forward. Curl and round, bringing it in on the exhale. Two more like that. Inhale, belly drops, coming into your cow position. Exhale, curl and round the spine, coming into your cat. Last one. Inhale, belly drops. Looking up towards the sky. And exhale, curl and round, looking up at your navel. Coming back through a neutral spine, go ahead and tuck those toes, lift the hips and press it back, downward facing dog. Just finding the balance here within your down dog so you're pressing evenly into all four corners of the hands so you're not collapsing through the shoulders. The shoulders roll down and in, and you might have to put a bend into your knees so that tailbone can arc up towards the sky. Now, option to stay here, or option to take that right hand and bring it back and grab onto that left ankle. Your gaze can be somewhere underneath that left armpit. Just a nice, balanced, twisted dog. And we'll switch sides. So bringing that left hand back towards that right ankle, looking under that right armpit, and just feeling into the nice twist, feeling into the balance here. And then releasing back to a down dog. On an inhale, press everything back, hips to the sky. And then on the exhale, slowly walk the feet forward to meet the hands. We'll inhale, shoulders roll down the back, the chest lifts into a flat back. So you're elongating out through the crown of the head. And then exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, arms circle, root to rise, maybe looking up at the hands if the neck allows. And then hands to prayer on the exhale in front of the chest. From here, go ahead and bring those big toes together. And then your heels are a couple inches apart. So you want the outside of the feet to be in line with the outside of the mat. And we'll go ahead and inhale the arms up and then come up onto the toes. So lifting the heels off the mat and just balancing here. Finding a drishti point for your eyes to focus on. We'll take one last inhale here. And then exhale, heels to the mat, hands in prayer in front of the chest. Inhale, arms circle. And exhale, forward fold, releasing. Hands to shins, flat back, inhale. And then stepping back through plank, upper push-up position as you slowly lower Chaturanga Dandasana, same exhale. Shoulders roll down the back, untuck the toes as you lift through the chest for Baby Cobra. And then tucking the toes and pressing back, downward facing dog. Take a huge inhale through the nose and out the mouth, letting it go. Inhale, press everything back. And exhale, step or hop light to the top edge of the mat. Hands to shins, flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Arm circle, root to rise, inhale. And hands to prayer in front of the heart, exhale. Inhale, arm circle. Exhale, up onto the toes. Inhale, heels lower. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shins, flat back, inhale. And exhale, moving through your vinyasa with control. Inhale, Baby Cobra. And press it back, downward facing dog. And we'll keep it moving. So inhale, press everything back. Exhale, step or hop light, top edge of the mat. Hands to shins, flat back, inhale. Forward fold it on the exhale. Arms circle, root to rise, inhale. Hands to prayer in front of the heart, exhale. Inhale, arms circle. Heels lift, exhale. Inhale, heels down. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shin, flat back, inhale. Stepping back through plank and lowering, exhale, elbows stay in. Inhale, Baby Cobra, heart lifts, chest shines forward. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. We'll take a huge inhale through the nose and out the mouth, just letting it go. From here, on an inhale, go ahead and shift forward to a plank. And then drop your right knee down and spin onto the blade edge of that left foot so that left wing can peel open towards the sky. So you're in a little side plank variation. Finding your balance here, an option to stay here or challenge yourself by lifting that left leg up parallel to the mat. And bring that left leg all the way forward so that it is in line, parallel with the front of your mat. We'll take one last inhale, lift that right leg up, and then exhale, leg goes back, and the hand is back down to the mat. Keeping your left leg lifted, go ahead and shoot that right arm out in front of you, almost like you're shaking someone's hand. So that left foot is flexed and the toes are pointing towards the mat for a little sunbird spinal balance. We'll take one last inhale, lift those limbs up, reach everything out, and then exhale, hand and foot release down to the mat. And we'll go ahead and we'll switch sides. So go ahead and shoot those right toes to the back of the mat, spin onto the blade edge of that right foot, and that right wing just peels open to the sky. Side plank variation. That right foot is flexed as you lift it up off the mat, parallel to the ground. Staying here, or option to bring that right foot forward. Forward, 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 and lift it up just until it hurts so good. Well done, guys. We'll take one last inhale here. And then exhale that right foot back towards the back of the mat. The right hand comes down. That right foot is flexed, the toes are pointing down towards the mat, and we'll lift that left arm out in front of us. Sunbird spinal balance. Balancing, elongating, strengthening. We'll take one last inhale, lift it up, reach it out, and exhale, lower. From here, go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. We'll take a big inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Let it go. Inhale, press everything back. Exhale, step or hop light, top edge of the mat. Flat back on the inhale. Forward fold, squat low on the exhale. Now from here, on an inhale, bring those arms out in front of you, parallel to the ground, coming into what the yogis call the old school chair, or the Bikram chair. So staying here, you're descending down through the thighs, the shoulders roll down the back, and then challenge yourself by coming up onto your toes. So balancing on the toes and seeing if you can descend a little further. Well done. Now arms up at the ears as the heels lower to the ground, coming into new chair. So moving from old school chair to new school chair. We'll take an inhale, chair, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back through plank and slowly lowering Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or option for up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, the right leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between the hands, runner's lunge. Shift the weight into the left hand and that right wing peels open to the sky, a little twisted lunge. We'll take an inhale here. And then exhale, release. Next inhale, arm sweep out and up, crescent lunge. Finding your balance here, finding your breath, and finding that alignment. On an inhale, reach up towards the sky, and then cactus the arms out to the side like a W. Stretching through the chest, the shoulders are back. Inhale, arms to the sky, and exhale, hands to the mat. Option for a one-legged chaturanga if it's in your practice or if you'd like to bring it into your practice today. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. And we'll go right into the other side. So on an inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. The weight is in the right hand. Peel that left wing open. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, arm circle, coming into crescent lunge. Descending deeply through that left thigh. The left knee is in line just over that left ankle. Upward flow of energy from the fingertips. And then cactus the arms out like a W to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, vinyasa. Again, option for one-legged chaturanga if it's in your practice. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a huge inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Just let it go. Now we're going to take what we just did and we're going to turn it into a little dynamic flow. So one breath, one movement. Here we go. Inhale, press everything back. Exhale, step or hop light, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, squat low. Inhale, old school chair. Exhale, up on the toes. Inhale, arms up, heels down, chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to chins, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa with control. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Keep it moving. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, release the twist. Inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale, arms cactus. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, left wing peels open, twisted lunge. Exhale, release. Inhale, finding crescent. Exhale, arms cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, press it back. Take a huge inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Just letting it go. Now, you did it on the ground. Let's see if you can do it from down dog. So go ahead and try lifting that left leg up parallel to the mat, and then see if you can lift that right arm up in front of you, balancing on the left hand and the right foot. We'll take one last inhale here, reach it up, and exhale, release. And we'll switch sides. So the right leg lifts parallel to the mat, that left arm extends out in front of you. Balancing, one-armed, downward facing dog. Well done, guys. We'll take one last inhale here, and exhale, release. Inhale, press everything back. Exhale, step or hop light, top edge of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, squat low. Inhale, old school chair. Exhale, on the toes. Inhale, regular chair, heels down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, chaturanga lower. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Take a huge inhale through the nose and out the mouth, letting it go. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Weights in the left hand, right wing peels open. Inhale. Release it down, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. Arms cactus, exhale, hold here. So holding here, you're broad across the chest, the heart shines forward. And we'll go ahead and interlace those hands behind the back. So keeping your chest lifted, I'll lean forward on the inhale, and then take flight on the exhale, coming into a warrior three. Now you can bring the arms out to the side for balance if you need to. Otherwise, challenging yourself to keep pulling those arms back, opening up the chest. Well done, guys. Go ahead and bring those arms straight out in front of you. Traditional warrior three. We'll take one last inhale. And then standing splits on the exhale. So you can keep your hands on the ground next to that right foot. You can be up on the fingertips. Or if you'd like to challenge your balance, go ahead and bring that right hand around the ankle. And then seeing if you can bring that left hand around the ankle as well. Balancing there on your right foot. Take one last inhale here. And then exhale, release that left foot down to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, squat low. On an inhale, rise to chair. So we're in regular chair here. And then go ahead and bring those hands to the hips. So shift the weight into that left foot and bring that right ankle up on top of the left knee for a little balancing pigeon pose. That right foot is flexed, so you're protecting the right knee. From here, go ahead and bring the first 2 fingers of the right foot around the right big toe. And then we'll stand up. So that right hip opens up to the right. So I'll go ahead and face you guys. So we're balancing like this. Now option to stay here, or option to bring that left arm out to the side and then extend that right leg out towards your version of straight. And just remembering that even more important than how the pose looks is how it feels. So not letting your ego get in the way here, only going as far as what feels right. Well done, guys. Now bring that right foot forward, straight out in front of you, and then hands to the sky. So if your knee was bent, go ahead and straighten through the leg, arm and leg, or just the leg, sorry, extend it out in front of you. We'll take one last inhale, lift it up, and exhale, release the foot down, forward fold. Just releasing here. Go ahead and heel toe the feet out to about hip width. The head and neck are heavy. Grabbing onto opposite elbow. Just shifting that torso from side to side. Releasing any tension and just feeling in to whatever it is that you're feeling. And releasing, hands back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, downward facing. And we'll go straight into the other side. So inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it between the hands. Weights in the right hand, left wing peels open. And exhale, release. Inhale, finding crescent. Exhale, arms cactus. Holding here and checking back in with that breath. How's the breath? Go ahead and interlace those hands behind the back, keeping that chest lifted. We'll shift forward on an inhale and then take flight on an exhale. Focusing here and breathing, breathing, breathing. We never forget about the breath. And trying to find a place for your eyes. So steady eyes equals a steady mind, which is gonna help you with a steady body. From here, go ahead, bring those arms out in front of you, traditional warrior 3. We'll take one last inhale here. And then slowly lowering the hands down, standing splits. Again, option to be up on the fingertips, and your leg can be down here. That's totally fine. Only going where it feels right for you. And then challenging yourself by bringing that left hand to the ankle, and then that right hand to the ankle. Seeing if you can balance here, and you might fall. That's all part of the process. That's fine. We'll take one last inhale, reach, and then exhale. Right foot down to meet the left. Inhale, hands to shins, elongating out through that spine. And then exhale, release, bending the knees and squatting low. Inhale, regular chair. And just taking a second here. Shift the weight into that right foot this time. That left ankle comes to that right knee as we sit down into a one-leg chair or a balancing pigeon pose. The left foot is flexed. First 2 fingers from the left hand on the left big toe, and we will stand up, shooting that knee out to the left. The left hip is open.
Staying here, our option to bring that right hand out to the side, and then that left hand can extend out to the left towards that left leg, towards your version of straight. Balancing here, feeling into the strength, ignoring the motorcycle that's driving by. And then we'll shift that left leg straight out in front of us. The hands come up towards the ears. That left foot is flexed. We'll give it one last inhale, reach, and then exhale. Left foot to the mat, forward fold. Just surrendering and taking a couple breaths here in your forward fold. Maybe closing down the eyes. Connecting back to the breath. Go ahead and interlace those hands behind you, and then just shoulder stretch. The arms and hands extend in front of you, opening up the shoulders. We'll give it one last inhale, reach, and then exhale, releasing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back through plank, and then slowly lowering, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Huge inhale through the nose, and out the mouth, just letting it go. From here, go ahead and walk those hands back to meet the feet, towards the back of the mat, and we'll go for crow pose. So go ahead, the hands are flat on the mat, and then you're gonna come up onto the toes, putting those knees as high up into the armpits as possible. Now from here, you just slightly bend through the arms, creating a little shelf for your knees, for your lower body. And then maybe staying here, just shifting the weight forward and back a little bit. Or maybe you wanna lift one toe. Maybe you wanna lift both toes. Wherever you are, making sure that that gaze is forward. So the second that you drop the head, your weight is going to drag you down to the ground and you'll probably fall. So the gaze is right out in front of you and you try to straighten through those arms at the end. We'll take one last inhale here and then exhale, releasing. Just coming all the way down onto your back, and we'll go ahead and just rock forward and back, just releasing those muscles around the spine. And then just coming all the way down onto your back. Go ahead and bring those knees into the forehead. The hands can come to the lower back, to the sacrum for support here. And we'll just shoot those legs up to the sky, coming into shoulder stand. Taking a couple breaths here as we start the wind down. Just telling our body that it's time to slow down. Bring the knees back into the forehead, and then those toes can just shoot up above the head. You can keep the arms, the hands where they are, or you can interlace those hands. Press them down into the mat for plow pose. And releasing, knees back to the forehead, and then slowly roll one vertebrae at a time all the way down onto your back. And when your lower back hits the mat, just hugging those knees, those shins into the chest. We'll go ahead, we'll extend both arms out to the side. Just allow those knees to twist over towards the left. Gazing straight up at the sky or over to the right. And it's right about now where I just can't help but to feel gratitude. Gratitude that I made the time to get on my mat today, that I put in the work, and that I took the time to do something for myself. Just some self-care on this beautiful day. And releasing. We'll hug both knees back into the chest. Extend the arms out and then allow those knees to just drop over towards the right. And this week in She School, the founder of She School, Jade Koch, was talking about wealth and how wealth is the goal for most people. But she broke wealth apart into 4 different categories. So she said that you had financial wealth, social wealth, time wealth, and then health wealth. So right now, just being grateful that you have that time wealth. You have the time to get on your mat. And then being grateful for yourself, that you're putting in the time, you're using that time wealth to give back to your health. And what a beautiful gift, not just for you, but for every single person that comes into your life. Because the lessons that we learn here on the mat, they don't just stay on the mat. They overflow, they outpour into all different aspects of our life. And releasing. Go ahead and hug those knees back into the chest. Inhale, the forehead up to meet the knees, giving yourself a nice little hug, maybe giving yourself a little smooch. Mwah, mwah. And then releasing into your final resting pose, Shavasana. So the shoulders roll down and in. There's a slight tuck of the chin. The legs are extended out in front of us and the arms rest, palms face up on the ground next to us. Using this time to relax and to absorb all the benefits of today's practice. Relaxing with every inhale and melting further into the ground beneath you with every exhale. The eyes are closed. And just trying to remain as still, as calm, and as relaxed as possible. Now slowly, easily, just bringing some awareness back into the body. Bending through the fingers, rolling out the ankles. Maybe shifting that head from side to side. And we'll go for a big body yawn. So the arms stretch out away from us. The legs stretch out in front of us. We'll bring the knees into the forehead. And then we'll slowly make our way up into a comfortable seated position. Closing down the eyes. The hands are in prayer in front of the heart. Go ahead and bring those thumbs to the forehead for thoughts of clarity. The thumbs to the lips for words of wisdom. And the thumbs to the heart space. May you find balance in everything that you do. Because it's not just one category of wealth that's going to lead to happiness. It's a balance between all 4. A balance between everything we have going on in our lives. The love and light in me recognizes that same love and light in you. Together we say, Namaste. I'd like to thank you guys for flowing with me today and for giving that present to yourself. If you liked today's flow, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let me know your thoughts below. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time on the mat.